Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. This is the Machamp King and welcome back to my channel. Today we are featuring up a new deck list featuring another Pokemon from Journey Together. This time it is Butterfree with the effect of the attack that can paralyze your opponent's active Pokemon. So without further ado, let's check out the deck list and get into those matches. So we have a 4-3-4 split of Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree. Now Caterpie is really essential because it is the 151 Caterpie that has the Leaf Munch attack. The Leaf Munch attack does 10 damage, and if your opponent's active Pokemon is a grass Pokemon, it does more damage, enough to KO a Budew. So that's why you definitely want to play it. The other Caterpie in the format from Journey Together does 20 damage, so not enough to knock out stuff. So with Budew being so prominent in the format, you definitely want to use the Caterpie from 151, especially since they both have 1 retreat cost and both 50 HP. Now you do have Metapod. There is 2 in the format, but this Metapod from Journey Together is probably the more optimal one. And then we got Butterfree, so a stage 2 120 HP Pokemon. For 1 grass, it does 60 times the amount of heads that you flip. You flip 4 coins, and if 2, so if you can flip 50% are heads, you paralyze the opponent's Pokemon, which is crazy. We do have 1-2-1 split of the Pidgey, Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot line as well, and we also have the Budew, a 2 of Budew for just setup purposes and whatnot. 1 Fez, and then a Bloodmoon or Ursaluna for the late game. Now we do have quite a bit of supporters. We got 4 Iono and 2 Judge to try and get your opponent's hand size down. Our ace spec is also Unfair Stamp, so there's a lot of disruption in this game. We don't want our opponent finding their switches or stuff like that. Keep their hand size as low as possible. And then we do have some gusting options like 2 Boss, 2 Counter Catcher, but we do have an Arven for TM Devo purposes, as well as to find some Buddy-Buddy Poffins, and then a Turo scenario for Bloodmoon or Ursaluna, as well as 1 switch to try and get it out of the active so it can swing a second time. We do have 4 rare candies, the 4 Buddy-Buddy and 4 Ultra Balls, as well as 2 Great Balls, just to optimize our Pokemon search. We do got some recovery options like 2 Night Stretcher and 2 Super Rods to get back our Butterfree lines, and then Earthen Vessel, a 2 of with 5 grass energies. We really don't need a ton, maybe 1 on every Butterfree, and then maybe 1 to 2 on an Ursaluna, or 1 for a retreat cost somewhere, but you don't really need so many energies in this deck. So without further ado, let's get into those matches. I'm excited. Okay, we are playing Mr. Sneak, and let's see here, Mixer Sneak. Okay, dude, they are playing my favorite Pokemon of this format, potentially Glimmora, maybe Glimmora EX, but looks like it is Glimmora, so very nice, except that I don't have a Pokemon. I don't have anything to deal with it. So I'm just gonna do that for a Pidgeot. Hopefully they don't have a boss, but we'll see. Ooh, it is the Glimmora EX, okay. Yep. Okay, so it's Glimmora EX. We do not have a big bench. No, we do not. The good thing is, though, that they are weak to grass. Okay, that's something that we can do. Quick search. Buddy-Buddy. And then we will Itchy Pollen. So you know, let's see if they can gust around it or something. We do have the Rare Candy Butterfree in hand. We just need an energy. So if I have to, yeah, I'm gonna go get the energy off of the Pidgeot to guarantee it, and then the following turn I can like Iono or something, but we'll see. Hopefully we paralyze them. Rare Candy Butterfree. We will Pidgeot for energy. I was debating Earthen Vessel, but I don't want to give up my Super Rod. And then we can potentially knock them out, but let's see. Come on, paralyze, paralysis. You are paralyzed, let's go. Actually 1 damage counter away from being knocked out. That's funny. Are they going to be able to switch retreat? Or did they have another Glimmora? Because what I'm going to try and do is get a Budew out. Oh, okay, so they have the Glimmora. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna force us to have a small bench probably all game. But we'll see if they have the switch or not. They don't, okay. Metapod. Let's Pidgeot for let's thin our deck here. Buddy-Buddy. Yeah. Let's retreat. Super Rod. Let's go Caterpie Pidgeotto energy. And we'll Itchy Pollen for the knockout. So 4-4 prizes. I did not want to give up my Butterfree on a following attack. Plus they are item locked. Ooh, plus Unfair Stamped when they knock out my Budew. Now I do have a Metapod down as well, so I can just go into the Butterfree itself. Colress's Tenacity, so just an energy. Yeah, so they're down pretty bad, especially since they're hitting for weakness here. So we can Unfair Stamp them back to 2. And hopefully draw into an energy so we don't have to Pidgeot for it. Okay. Unfair Stamp. There we go. We got the energy and the Pidgeot. And I mean, we could just go after this Glimmet, but I want to paralyze the threat. I want to get rid of the threat. So let's Pidgeot. Could Pidgeot for Fez, draw some more cards, but it's weak to fighting, so I don't want to play Fez this game. Yeah, let's just Buddy-Buddy Poffin for another Caterpie. Sweet. Alright, let's see what we do. Scale Hurricane. 1, 2. Ooh, so no knockout, but it is paralyzed. If we were able to flip a third one, we would have knocked them straight out. Okay, got another Glimmet. They are gonna do an EXP share onto their bench Glimmet, so they're gonna need another Glimmora. next turn, but we're gonna go ahead on prizes next turn. Let's ditch Ultra Ball. I really just need to keep chaining my Butterfrees, so I can just go into the Metapod right now. And this is resistant to fighting, so it's not like 2 hits to the Pidgeot is gonna knock it out. So, all right, Scale Hurricane. We just need 1 heads for the knockout. Come on, there we are, just 1. It's knocked out. All right, can they continue to loop their Glamoras? Oh my gosh, they have the Ultra Ball, so they will be able to go into another Glamora and take the knockout to tie up the prizes. But they're gonna have to hope that we don't flip some heads here. They're gonna have to hope to really have us have some real tough turns. Okay. So I don't think we need Turo. We can just go get the Butterfree. We can just do that. I don't like, what do we even need? I guess an Iono to 1 if they knock us out. But we already had Iono. Whoops. My bad. Okay, if we flip 3 heads, we win. Let's go. 1, 2. Ooh, paralyzed, but we're an attack away from winning this game. And they don't have a benched Glamora they can go into. They would need like a switch and retreat, attack the Butterfree, and then hope for 4 tails. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yep, Luminous Energy. Not enough. They needed their 2 cards in hand to be a switch and an energy. Sure. Go ahead. That's fine. I don't want to give them something. I don't know what they might have planned, but alright. They're hoping for a 4 tails turn here. We're not going to give it to them, though. Scale Hurricane. 1, and we win. Yo, that's all we needed to. GG's. Alright, we go first, so let's get our stuff down. Let's get that, and you know what, we might as well, let's just get a bunch of Caterpies down. So we'll attach for turn, and we'll just end our turn. So we got the Rare Candy into the Pidgeot. We can go get, you know, something. We can go get Rare Candy, because if we top deck something we can discard with Ultra Ball, we'll have a 0 card hand at the end of that turn, but we will be able to at least either knock out yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Knock out their lone Zorua, which is fine. Or we can just, yeah, we can just go get Rare Candy and not even have to use the Ultra Ball. So, alright. 2 Rare Candies gone, 1 is prized, so we'll have to be very careful and aware of that. But we should be good. We only need 1 heads to knock this Zorua out. 1. There we go. 3 heads for 360 damage. And a prize card. Ooh. Dude, Unfair Stamp, when our opponent has nothing set up, that would be sick if they did knock out our Butterfree. Scoop! GG's, there we go. Okay, my opponent's turn here. I noticed that I saw them playing Tyranitar with the item lock, so yeah, they played the Tyranitar. They also play the Rockruff, so I will be able to get some things going here. I want to prevent them from playing Rare Candy, so I'm gonna Budew them, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. But okay, so let's ditch Night Stretcher for a couple. Let's Buddy-Buddy for Budew and Pidgey. And I'm not going to judge because I have a pretty awesome setup here, but I will Itchy Pollen them. I just hope that they don't have like Grand Tree energy to retreat, because then I can't Rare Candy into my Butterfree. Okay, Arven can get them, what, TM Evo? Yeah, but do they have an energy to TM Evo? No, they do not. Okay. So, this is where we're at now. Let's discard these for Pidgeot. And then I will Rare Candy, because I don't want to not be able to Rare Candy later in the game. There we are. And we'll just Itchy Pollen again. So that's fine. All good to me. Pass. There we go. Got him stuck now. So let's Pidgeot. No need to push things. So let's Pidgeot for Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Let's get another Caterpie, another Pidgey in case they do anything with that. We got another evolution line here. Itchy Pollen. They only need to do 30 damage. Ooh, they boss's orders up a Caterpie. Alright. Well, let's quick search for energy. And I will retreat before doing a Metapod. I'll take the knockout. Itchy Pollen. Yeah, don't want to Metapod into a 3 retreat cost Pokemon there. Yo, I even have Turo's Scenario now. Alright, but 3 out of my 5 energy are now in the discard, so I am going to have to rod them back. Okay, I guess they're going to go Lycanroc and Pupitar. This is still weak to grass, so we're looking pretty good here. There's that. Sure. Won't judge. And let's go get Rod. I don't need a second Pidgeot here. There we go. Itchy Pollen. See what the magic of Itchy Pollen can do when I know that, you know, I wanted to play the Rod because if they like got their Tyranitar in retreat, I wasn't going to be able to Rod back those energies, so I needed to do that. That's hilarious. I have double Pidgeot now. I know I can only use one, but still. Alright, ditch my items here because I know that I'm not going to be able to use them later. So now, do I just keep doing it, or do I go after this and need 1 heads? I'll let them have some fun, but I will boss's orders up this Pupitar. I need 1 heads, and they get nothing. 1, boom, there we go. There we are, 1 Pupitar with weakness, 120 damage. You get 1 turn of items. Make sure you use it. Because if you don't use it, I'm going back into Budew. Alright, another Rockruff, another Larvitar. I don't think you can use it. Energy retrieval, cool. Yep, you didn't use it, so now back to the Budew. Let's go, another Caterpie. I will go Pidgeot for Metapod. And I'll just hit you Pollen. Take it nice and slow while we, you know, got our stuff up and rolling here. Monkey Dory. What do you think you're doing with that Monkey Dory? Let's go get another energy. And we'll Itchy Pollen. No items for you. Before their hand size is all huge, I think I'm just gonna boss's orders up that Monkey Dory. Oh, I can't do that. Fine. Fine. I will... Well, I don't even know what there is to do at this point. Just Night Stretcher back in energy, I guess. So that way we have it. So I'll be able to use all of my items. Itchy Pollen. Arven. So they can't get... Oh, the luxurious cape. That's hilarious. What are they gonna luxurious cape? Nothing? Alright, just in their deck trying to get some waters. Or some water, some dark energy. Itchy Pollen on the Mimikyu. Pass? Alright, well, I'll just keep attacking then. Two more and this Mimikyu's down. Hopefully I can do that before they can get a Darkness Energy in hand. Alright. They have one more turn to see if they can get a Darkness in hand or not. Itchy Pollen. Otherwise I take another knockout. Okay, let's see. Did they top deck a Dark Energy? I guess they could retreat. Yeah, they don't, like... I don't have to take the knockout on the Mimikyu. Alright, 20 more damage. Itchy Pollen on the Rockruff. You gotta take a knockout sometime. Or you gotta get a Dark Energy sometime. Miriam... So, alright, they're getting some stuff back. Draw 3 cards. Ooh, Spike Energy. Do you have a Lycanroc? Ooh, they will discard the Fez. Alright, fine. You know what? If you're forcing me, if you got a Spike Energy and you're forcing me to attack you and potentially, like, with your Budew, I'm not going to knock myself out. I'll just retreat into my Butterfree, and I'll take the knockout this way. I just need 1 heads on my Scale Hurricane. Come on. There we go, and we got one. Boom. 120 damage. We do 20 to the Butterfree. Alright, 3 prizes left, and a second turn of, a second turn of items they can have, so what are they gonna do with it? There's the Pupitar. Jacques. So here comes, yep, Tyranitar Lycanroc, but they don't have a Rockruff to evolve. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is so bad. They don't even have a Darkness Energy. Alright, that's fine. So, unfortunately, we are going to... Do we have a judge? Alright, unfortunately, we are going to Iono. Switch into the Budew. We'll Iono the Tyranitar to the bottom of their deck. And we'll continue the item lock. Itchy Pollen. If they don't have a Darkness Energy to move items, we're just gonna Boss's Orders up the Mimikyu. Ah, there it is. There it is! They're finally able to move some damage around. They are gonna knock out my Budew. Oh, jeez. Right before I was about to take off, you know. Right before I was about to knock some stuff out. Luxurious Cape, dude. Alright, sounds like a boss target to me. Because if I boss this up and it's weak to grass, if I get 2 heads on it, I'm doing 240 damage, and I'm going down to 1 prize left. So, that's my plan. Quick search. Boss. Let's go after that Puppy. And 2 heads. Let's go, baby! 1, 2, and that's all we need. 240 damage, 2 prizes a coming for me. Jeez, man. Jeez. Full setup, double Pidgeot, Butterfree line. Like, we could have Ultra Balled for the Fezandipiti and drawn 3 more cards even if I wanted to. But this game is so in hand, it's not even funny. Like, it's not even funny how much we had this whole game in our pocket. They never got a Tyranitar out or hitting for weakness. Our Budew, like, we played like 30 turns before even doing the Budew. You're able to accelerate a Spike Energy. Oh, you do get a Tyranitar out. Good job. Good for you. Alright. 2 heads and we win the game. Scale Hurricane. 1, 2, baby. 240 damage. Not like it matters, but GG's. Alrighty folks, thank you so much for watching. This was the Butterfree deck where you can paralyze your opponent and it's on a coin flip, so you know, sometimes it'll go in your favor, sometimes you'll get 4 tails and you'll wonder where you went wrong in life. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we got new videos every Tuesday and Thursday with, you know, some videos maybe Sundays, maybe live stream Sundays, but you know, new content 3 times a week essentially, and you all have a nice day. Love ya. Peace.